Going over the trades on the day for the All Strategy XS77, you see this big overnight gap on the Moderna news last night. The trend persisted overnight. It persisted at the open, pulled back a little bit, made another new high at 11, and then had about a 40-point pullback. The high was 32.2975. The low was 31.92. So about 37 points. The high yesterday was 31.9225, and the low today was 31.92. So it just took out that closing high at the low and then reversed and rallied. So the biggest and easiest trend of the day was down, even though the trend is up. Even though the S&P closed up 33 points on the day, it had this nearly 40-point pullback intraday, and that makes it a little bit challenging when you have a gap up, continue, small pullback, continue, 40 points down, and then back up. And so tricky price action, and it's a down day across the board in the stock indexes. We had some winners in silver. Let's go over the trades. Cobra III E-mini Nasdaq minus 625, E-mini S&P minus 625, and there was an equity peak we had equity peaks last week in the Cobra 3s, and so a normal pullback. SR CounterTrend II E-mini S&P plus 775. It did a great job of timing this. Would have been great to have our other SR CounterTrend step in. Wasn't a big enough pullback. If it had pulled back a little bit more, we would have had some more SR CounterTrends step in and go long here. And then you see the adaptive moving average, which has been on a roll lately, had a down day. It's been on you see the greens here at the bottom. It's been on a nice roll, catching some nice move today. Just really choppy day. And down the day, minus 21.25. Our biggest losing strategy today was adaptive moving average. And then 60-minute breakout ES plus 975. Gap continuation to 2020 minus 325. Night trader did not trade last night. So those are the trades in the All Strategy XS1 stock index portfolio 19 system. And then you add the other strategies from the All Strategy XS2. 60-minute breakout is not in the stock index portfolio 36. It was in the past, but we have it here for other strategies. And then you see tick count trend. It was down. It's actually down today, minus 1,025. And then tick count trend NQ minus 1,300. 1 for 3. So we kept trying to buy this dip. We got one of those right. The beige book came out, and that was profitable. That rally off the beige book low, and then just kept pulling back. Nasdaq has underperforming the S&P. We're used to seeing the Nasdaq outperforming the S&P, but now the S&P is outperforming the Nasdaq. And those are just two strategies that traded today in these. So not a lot of trades today, but a very challenging market to trade, as we had two winners on 60-minute breakout, the overnight session, and then we had a winner on SR CounterTrend II E-mini S&P, while the rest of the strategies lost on the day in the stock index portfolio. All Strategy XS3 Cobra Euro 4 minus 468.75. SR CounterTrend II Silver plus 475, one of the highlights on the day. Grains Day Trader 3 minus 237.50. All Strategy XS4 Cobra Crude Conservative and Aggressive minus $5 each. So uptrend in crude oil, but we got in at the end. Lots of pullbacks in crude, so you don't really see an obvious trend through all this chop until it does break out to the upside. So that's what happened. Sideways action overall in this strategy. Break even minus $5 in both of those. And All Strategy XS5 SR CounterTrend II V2 1M Silver plus 475, and then the 5-minute version also plus 475. All Strategy XS6, we have some different variations that we're looking at on some of these, but the trades on the day are minus 1250 on 60-minute breakout short. It just stopped us out on this. That's what's we're taking a look at. We talk about bigger stops. Definitely could have used a bigger stop. We have a reversal on this stop too as well. So just took out the highs. Had it not had the stop been 1 point higher, it would have come down and hit its profit target. It would have been a different kind of day. And so this strategy a double whammy, stop loss on the short side, stop loss on the long as well. So those are the trades on the day for the All Strategy XS 77 on June 15th, 2020.